Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we are playing with the Natasha Denona Metropolis Palette. Spoiler, this is the look I create, and we're just kind of diving into a few shades. I wanted to get familiar with the formula, just test it out, just creeping into the palette. I didn't want those vibrant blues right off the bat and not be familiar with the formula and how it's going to perform. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to ease my way in, get familiar with it, see how it goes. So that's what we are doing today, and we'll be testing out a mascara from Lancôme as well at the end, and you know, just kind of rounding out the look. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get into that video. But before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know, is there any Natasha Denona palettes that you think are worth the splurge? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and get into this kind of first impressions, hang out, do some makeup sesh. Alright, so we are playing with the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette today. It's my first time sitting down messing with it. I've swatched a few shades on my hand, that's about it. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about the palette today. This isn't a review, this is truly just sitting down. First impression, I kind of glanced over the description on the website, that kind of thing. I don't know what any of the codes mean of the shade names, but I think I can take an educated guess at it. But yeah, this is the palette right here. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my god. My color story right here. And yeah, we're gonna just jump in, like create a little look. I'm not gonna go too elaborate or anything today. I'm just kind of dipping my toes in, seeing how I feel about the palette, because I do have plans for a green look and a blue look, and I'm gonna make those more of like a educational, how to wear those shades type of thing. So I don't want to do anything too elaborate today as far as that goes. I want to dip into these more oystery, kind of veering into the khaki side of the palette at the top. I think they're interesting shades. I think they'll tie in nice with the shirt I got on. So that's kind of the color story we're going to play with today, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, the texture of these is so unique. I've never felt eyeshadows that really feel like these. They're like almost cold and creamy, because some of them are the cream to powder formula. But okay, so I've already primed my eyes, all that, set them down with some translucent powder as I usually do. And brows are on. I'm just gonna jump on in here and get me a fluffy brush. I can find one, here we go. I think the first shade I'm gonna go into is Rope, which is it says CM. So I'm thinking that means cream matte, or just a matte. This feels more like a powder, so I wish I could find like the what each means somewhere. Yeah, this is a really pretty, just a ropey color of a rope, or a camel tone. So we take a little bit of that through the transition just to start to look out. There's like no kick up. That's pretty cool. Very smooth looking. And yeah, well, just flows right on, doesn't it? Dang. The majority of people I feel like Natasha Denona eyeshadows, but I have definitely seen some people who hate them. So it's probably one of those polarizing type of formulas, maybe, that maybe somewhat like the Huda eyeshadow formula. People either love it or hate it type of vibe. I need to try it for myself. I've tried the mini palettes, one of them, and it didn't have like a whole lot of the difference in the formulas. They're all just, you know, matte and a couple shimmers. So yeah, this one I'm getting like a good variety of all her formulas. This is a $129 palette. It better wow me. I mean, that has some pretty impressive pigmentation for one dip. Basically, just flowing right onto the eye there. I really wanted to just film my true like first impression of the palette though, not a review yet, and just really experiencing all the formulas for the first time and trying it out. I really like the way these blend. Well, this shade is blending anyway. It's very easy. Quite effortless feeling, not fussy. Got a little fold right there. It's always hard to get the shadow right in there. On that one little fold, do you see how it has that little wrinkle right here? I always have to like stretch it out, kind of get in there and get after it, because I'll have like a bald spot right there otherwise. I'm keeping my little plastic thing with the shade names attached so I don't lose it, and can just pull it down and see what the shades are. Let's go with a smaller brush now. I'm going to take an E25 from Sigma, and I'm going to go into the shade Troop, which is like a really dark, almost olive undertone brown. I believe this is a very creamy texture. So yeah, it's very creamy. So I think this is definitely a cream to powder. It feels like it. Well, it has CP on it, so I think that means cream to powder. So I'm gonna take this, load the brush up. I'm gonna start right here, kind of outer V, and pull it through the crease a little bit lower than where I placed the transition. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Very easy. Easy product to use. Wow, that is a perfect match with my shirt. There I go. I can't help it. I'm matchy-matchy. It's just the way that I am. I also don't want to get like too terribly glam today because I'm helping my friend move still and like get unpacked. And so we have to just go sweat all this off in 100-degree weather today. Well, actually it's a lot cooler today because we had a big rain come through yesterday and a lot of wind. A little bit of Claudette, I believe. So it's actually not miserable outside today. This last week's been pretty hot. But every afternoon it's been like this really big rainstorm. It looks like it's gonna be horrible and then it blows right over. We had a pretty big one though last night and it kind of brought in some cool air with it. That is a nice color. It's very kind of pukey olive that I love. I love these kinds of shades. It's grungy and would be described as an ugly color. I'm gonna love it. Because these are the kind of colors that actually look amazing on the eye. It's surprising how good they look. Just gonna kind of diffuse that edge. Maybe we'll take a little bit more of rope and come around. Side note, who is happy to see Tati back? Like I watched her video announcing that she's coming back. I was like, okay, cool. And I didn't expect her to jump right into doing like beauty content, and then she uploaded her favorites video. And it was just such a lovely like nostalgia feeling to just sit there and listen to her talk about makeup and products. It's like, I miss this. Because I really did miss her content. I loved her videos. And I'm glad to see she's doing good. I don't want to, speak on her personal life or anything like that. That's none of my business. I'm just glad to see her back and that things are going well. Okay, I'm going to take a firm precision blender and I'm going to go into the shade Zoic, which is 27.0, which looks like a cream to powder matte as well as a dark brown. I'm going to take that right out here to add a little more depth in. Okay, here we go. A little depth on the outer corner and the outer V. Alright, let's take the shade Noble now, and I'm going to put that on the lid. This is a metallic. Ooh, oh, it's so pretty. It's like a gorgeous khaki shade. That's so pretty. Wow. Oh, I love that color. Oh my god, it matches my shirt so perfectly. Oh. Alright, let's take the shade Arium, which is a duochrome. I can't remember how it's described, but it's a pretty duochrome with like some gleam. Oh, it's a coral duochrome. It was described as a green glittery flash. So I'm going to pop that on the center of the lid, kind of as a topper, and see how that goes. Oh, that did add a lot of sparkle. Oh, wow. That's so pretty. That's pretty. That's such a lovely glow. That's really pretty. That's so, ooh yeah, my kind of look. My goodness. I wonder what this would do on a finger. Gosh, these shades feel so buttery. Oh yeah, look how, that shine. That shine. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna take a little bit of Queen on the inner corner. Smudgy brush, just for an inner corner highlight. My goodness, these shades have been an absolute pleasure to work with. It was funny, the only review I've actually ever watched of this palette, or even talk about it, was my friend Donna here on YouTube. I will link her in the eye because she does incredible videos deep diving into a palette. And, I've seen this palette mentioned. I'm pretty sure I've seen somebody use it back when it came out, but, I didn't have any real preconceived notion about the palette otherwise, other than just me seeing it and thinking, my god, that is the most beautiful palette I've ever seen and I want it. And yeah, it took me a little while to get it because $129. I really had to make a decision about that one. Like, that was a palette I had to think about. Okay, cool. I'm gonna throw on some eyeliner and some lashes, do my face makeup, We'll be back for the lower lash line and just some initial thoughts to wrap the video up. Alright, and we're back with the face done and have concealer lips. I just realized, well, foundation on my lips. Ugh, I hate the way it looks. Alright, so I am absolutely loving the way this eyeshadow looks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's not just the fact these shades are so beautiful, it was the ease of application that I like. Like, I didn't have to build. It was just bam, on, done, blended, effortless product. Okay, so I'm taking Marc Jacobs, I don't know what shade this is. Highliner Matte Gel Crayon. It just doesn't have a shade name on here. It's not brownie, it's the other brown. It's the other brown one, you know. And I've put a little bit under here and kind of blended it out. So I'm just kind of touching that up. And I came back because I do want to show you a new mascara that I'm trying out. So I want to test that on camera as well. But I didn't have anything else new for the face. Alright, on the lower lash line, I am going to take just a little smudge brush here. I think we will start with Troop. Dab a bit in there. Oh, and I didn't have any fallout either. I did a couple of flecks of glitter from the Orium shade, which is that duochrome. There we go. God, it's easy. This cream to powder formula is, I'm loving. It's amazing. It's just so easy to blend and so beautifully pigmented. Oh, goodness. I think I've done started a really expensive obsession here. Because I'm going to want more palettes from her now. So I'm going to have to make the decision. Buy a bunch of cheapy makeup or that equal this price, or just buy Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. I always feel like I have to make that kind of decision. Like, I can't have both. It's too much. I do that to myself. I set limits for myself that are probably not necessary. It's just, I don't know. I think that comes from not having much money when I was younger and being having to be very cautious and very strictly budgeted and having to not get anything expensive because I couldn't afford it, and just being like, no, it's too much, you can't have it, kind of thing. And I'm still having a hard, I still feel that way even if I have the money to buy something expensive. I have a hard time doing it because I remember me over there, 10 plus years ago, literally not having food, that kind of thing. So it just feels so excessive sometimes to spend $129 on an eyeshadow palette. When I remember there was days that I had $129 that had to last me a month, that kind of thing. Let's see, let's take a little bit of rope. I switched over to just this M124 brush from Morphe. I think I have a hard time buying anything expensive, even stuff that I need. It's very daunting to me because I'm like, oh, if I spend that, I'm not gonna have it in the bag, and what if I need it? I work myself up into such an anxiety over that kind of stuff. I'm gonna take a little bit of Zoic. Is that right here where that liner was? I'm that person who immediately says no, when they see a price of something, like, nope, don't need it, nope. And it takes me a little while to warm up to it, and like buying the computer I bought. That hurt my soul. I'm somebody who experiences buyer's remorse. Even though I love the product, I'm just like, oh, did I make a mistake? I question all my decisions, that's what it is. I'm a very indecisive person. All right, and let's see. Let's take a little bit of that duochrome shade called Orium. Orium. Pop that right here. Oh, that's a pretty color. That is gorgeous. I cannot wait to play with more shades in this palette. I mean, I've stared at this palette since it came out. I mean, it's been what, 2 years? I feel like it has been. I stared at it and had it on my loves list and just thought there's no way in hell I'm going to spend that on a palette though. But here we are. And so far, I am not regretting it. I actually, I've had this palette for almost a month now and just didn't want to bring myself, I couldn't use it. I was just intimidated by it, maybe? No, that's not the right word. I didn't know where to begin with it, and I just more wanted to sit down and enjoy it. I don't know. I just like hyping it up in my head. Give myself anxiety about the use of the palette. What is wrong with me? To be fair, I have been in a bit of a depression hole and not wanted to film, which is my favorite thing to do in the world. Like, is to sit here and film and play in makeup. It is the thing I look forward to the most. When I wasn't wanting to do that, something's wrong up here. But yeah, feeling better right now though. So there's that. And I do have a doctor's appointment. Okay, I'm taking the inner corner highlight shade, which is Queen. I definitely want to actually play with this palette and not just leave it at a first impression. I want to do a full comprehensive review with multiple looks and really kind of deep dive into it, because this is such an investment piece and it has so much going on that I feel like it warrants a very thought out review, not just a first impression, oh it's good. Because I want to wear test it. I want to see how the shades hold up. I want to make sure it is worth that $129 so I can tell you if it's worth it. And because I don't want anybody wasting their money, you know, on a palette this expensive. Because it's not a palette you just buy on a whim, to me. This is a palette that you think about a while. It's not just color pop, you know, just throw in your cart. I think that is the eyeshadow done and it looks beautiful. So far, I'm very pleased. So I'm gonna, you know, pay attention to how it wears, how it holds up. Does it crease? The longevity, the vibrancy, does it stay all day? I'm really gonna pay attention to all that kind of stuff, and I'm gonna do multiple looks coming up. There will be a look using the blue shades. There will be a look using more of the vibrant greens in this. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do like some little softer everyday looks with this even, and just really put it to the test and see the versatility within this palette as well, because I think that is something that is important when a palette is $129, is that you can get the most out of it and that it has the most flexibility and versatility, and you know, something you can truly count on. All right, let's test out this little mascara real quick. I have the Lancôme Lash-Lifting to test out, and I haven't used it yet, so I want to try it out on camera for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. My lash curler, I don't even know what brand this is. This came in Ipsy about 100 years ago. And I've enjoyed it. I've just really liked this curler. But I have no idea who made it. It's just a really nice lash curler. And I've used it ever since. I always just give them I don't like sit here and like really curl my lashes because I have curly lashes already. So I don't really need to. I just like to do a little bit just to kind of wake them up. Let's test this out. I know this is like the first use of a mascara. Sometimes you kind of want to let them age a little bit like a fine wine. So we'll see how it goes on first application. And of course I will update you in a product update video on whether this is good or not later down the road. But yeah, this is the Lash-Lifting from Lancôme in Glossy Black. Does that for real have a 6-month shelf life? Huh. It's usually 3 months. Okay, so we got a curly wand here. Curly, spiky wand. I hate spiky wands. Not my favorite out the gate, tell you that. I don't like plastic spiky wands. But let's just get it on. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. For the most part, I'm not a fan. This one's not stabby, so that's fantastic. It is not stabbing my eye like the Benefit ones do. Oh, that looks quite nice. Look at that. Yeah. You know, this might be one of the few exceptions where I'm okay with the plastic wand, because it's doing something good. Ooh, I have pretty decent lashes. My lashes are kind of catfishy because they're just really pale. So you can't see them, so it doesn't look like I have a lot of lash. Like they're brown at the root, and then as they grow out, they turn white, kind of like white golden blonde, so you can't see them. And when I put mascara on, they're suddenly like, bam, lashes, but they're just tricky like that. So I take really impressive like before and afters when I do mascara. But I actually have pretty long curly lashes. They're just very pale lashes. So if you didn't know, I'm a natural kind of strawberry blonde type of hair color. Dark. It's kind of mousy these days, but it turns kind of strawberry blonde in the sun. I have a lot of like red undertones in my hair. Like lashes and everything turn very white, golden in the sun. A lot of ginger in there. I like the shape of this one though, because look at that. I can get right in them lower lashes. I blow up doll face to do this though. What was that thing you'd hang on the wall? The Billy Big Mouth Bass or whatever. Anybody remember that? That stupid thing it would sing to you? So annoying. That was so annoying. It was just a motion sensor fake bass that you would hang on the wall that would sing songs. And it was annoying then. Like it was, to me, it wasn't even something cute when I was probably like, you know, 10 when that came out. So irritating. My grandma had one of those clocks that had the bird sounds on the hour, like the as you see on TV things. I don't know if you remember those. Jesus Christ. We took the batteries out of the thing so many times because middle of the night. It was supposed to have like a light sensor on it so it wouldn't go off like in the middle of the night. No, ours went off all the time. Somebody got it for my grandma for like her birthday or Christmas or something. And it was cute for that first week. And then I had moved in with my grandmother for a while. And yeah, me and my mom had both moved in over there to help take care of her when she got older. And that thing constantly going off on the hour. Just fake bird noises. So annoying. So we would take the batteries out. And somebody, one of my grandmother's sitters, would replace it every time. So we quit buying batteries and we had to hide the batteries. Because you'd say something about being annoying, it didn't click in their head that you didn't want to hear the damn thing going off all the time. So my grandmother didn't care. I just remember somebody kept replacing the damn batteries in it. I'm like, are you kidding me? So they're climbing up on a ladder, putting new batteries in every day. And we're just taking them out there. Oh, but it was one of the sitters we had for her. I think I know which one it was. Remember when that was like a thing though? All these gimmicky like things that would sing to you or make noise. That was like so popular in the like early 2000s, late 90s. And like little stuffed animals that would dance. And like Spencer's had like tons of them in their store. And Walgreens would have them. They still have those kind of things at Walgreens. I noticed the other day. There were some little dancey toys. I'm like, that's still a thing. Ugh. They're so annoying. And when I was little, I was scared of stuff like that. Like, oh no, it's a demon. Get away. I'd watched Chucky too much. I was terrified of dolls when I was little, like old dolls. I'm still creeped out by dolls, honestly. Okay, cool. That's a pretty nice mascara on, you know, first use. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't hate it. Is it something I would run out and purchase for Lancôme price point? No. But I mean, it's a decent mascara if you get a sample of it. It's cool. But I got a drugstore ones that do this very same thing, so I'm not gonna shit my pants over it. And I think I like the Marc Jacobs one I used the other day a little bit better, except I did notice the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir had a lot of transfer. I got kind of sweaty and I had sunglasses on and I had black all under my eyes from it. So there's that. So that's definitely not one I can wear on hot summer days. All right, let's finish this off with some lips. I don't even know what kind of lipstick I'm wearing, what color. Hadn't even thought about it. You know what I think would look pretty with this is Walk of No Shame from Charlotte Tilbury. I think that would be a lovely shade with this look. Where's my lip liner? Walk of No Shame lip liners for some reason. I have one from when it says just Walk of Shame, then I have one that's Walk of No Shame. And it's the same shade. I think I should just change the name. Probably wasn't the best shade name choice to begin with. So I think the next thing I want to purchase is a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow quad, just to see if it is worth it. Because there's some products from her that I'm incredibly impressed with and love. Other ones went meh, just to whatever, but there's some like holy grail things that Charlotte Tilbury makes that I haven't found anything like. Like her lip liners, I think they're just okay. They're not, you know, anything special. They're not, I wouldn't go out and purchase them. Aside from maybe like a unique shade. And I don't think the formula is necessarily that impressive. but the formula of the Pillow Talk eyeliner is absolutely amazing, and I adore the formula of it and would purchase more in that formula. And I think her lipstick formula is quite nice. Oh, why am I putting my lipstick on? I still have to blow dry my hair and style it. Really getting all in it. Either way, I'm gonna fix my hair, put my jewelry on, and I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. I just went and styled my hair and added some lip gloss. I put on Pat McGrath in, this is the Opal Lust lip gloss in Dreamscape. Oh my goodness, I'm blind. Anyway, so yeah, that finished off the look. I think this eyeshadow is gorgeous. I love it. Is anything out of the ordinary that I normally do today? No, I just wanted to kind of dip my toes in and ease on into the palette and just kind of get to know the formula before I went in with those vibrant blues and all that. And, you know, it ended up being a mess because I wasn't familiar with the way the formula performs. That's kind of my thinking here. I want to, you know, feel it out first. So anyway, this is a look complete, and on my initial first impression with the few shades that I did use in the Metropolis palette, I do enjoy it. And the Lancôme Lash-Lifting mascara, I mean, it's a nice mascara. Is it anything that you can't get at the drugstore? No, it's just a mascara. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's nice. So if you can get a free sample, you know, gift with purchase or something like that, I wouldn't be mad at it. I'd say, yeah, give me that mascara. But if you were down to like purchasing it as a full size or even as a mini, I'd probably pass. So yeah, anyways, look out for a full review of the Metropolis palette coming your way and some tutorials. I am going to be doing a how to wear blue eyeshadow tutorial and a how to wear green eyeshadow tutorial, showing you a couple looks and ways that you can incorporate those colors into your day-to-day kind of makeup routine, or just to make them a little more easy and approachable. That will be coming your way as well. And of course, I think I'm going to be doing some softer everyday looks with the palette, because I just want to show you the versatility in there, and we are going to deep dive and have like a comprehensive review of that palette. So yeah, that is all for today. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.